Well, there's several reasons, one of which is that he's more and more isolated diplomatically as time goes by. Israel, through its handling of the war in Gaza, has distanced itself from basically all of Europe, and certainly it had distanced itself from the Biden administration. One of the reasons it's now connecting, including to Holocaust deniers, and as you said, to people connected to neo-Nazi parties, is because Prime Minister Netanyahu and his ministers feel that Donald Trump gives them cover to do that. What they apparently didn't take into account is that everybody else is not giving them cover. And so everyone from the keynote speaker, the French philosopher Bernard-Henri Lévy, through the Israeli president Isaac Herzog have pulled out from the conference. And today we saw the conference organizers, that is the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, putting out an advert in which they were begging for people to sign up. Last minute registration open for this. Now it's going to be more or less an empty conference that will begin tomorrow.
So people in Israel, ordinary people, ordinary folk, angry about what's going on. We're seeing the protest as you're speaking to us. Noga, tell us about that. Tell us about this protest.
Things are really hot and heavy here tonight, Mark, I have to tell you. We are at the outskirts of a vast protest with thousands, tens of thousands of people protesting what Netanyahu has been doing. This includes his union with, neo-Nazi adjacent figures. It includes his efforts tonight to pass a law which will stuff with politicians the Judicial Appointments Committee. And it includes overtly illegal acts which he has allowed himself to do this week, reappointing his minister in charge of police despite the Attorney General informing him he could not do so legally, trying to fire the head of the Domestic Security Agency, the Shin Bet, again, despite being warned by the Attorney General that this was not legal, and now attempting to fire her, the last gatekeeper who is trying to maintain the affect, I would say, of the rule of law in Israel.
Noga Tarnopolsky, for now, thank you very much indeed for giving us that insight into how Israelis feel about this invitation to the French far right and others to be at a special conference which is being boycotted now because of the controversy that has emerged. And as Noga points out, Benjamin Netanyahu trying to cozy up to the likes of the French far right because he's increasingly isolated at home. Issues, of course, relating to how the war in Gaza has been carried out, but most of all, how the hostages still are in the hands of Hamas. Some 59 people left in the hands of Hamas in the Gaza Strip. We'll bring you more, of course, as we get it. And thanks again to Noga Tarnopolsky joining us there from that protest in Israel.